Hello, I'm ABX Toycat, and welcome back to QnA Saturday. QnA Saturday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I answer your questions about a variety of subjects, usually focused on the next big update for Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation. So we're currently calling that TU30. That name probably looks like it'll stick, but you never know when it comes to updates. And basically, all of these questions do come from either Twitter, you can follow me at ABX Toycat, or they come from last week's comment section. If you want to ask anything for next week, either leave them in the comments down below, or follow me on Twitter, and I tweet out when I want the question. So, with that said, please do like the video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let me know you do like it, and let's get straight into the first question already, shall we, which comes in from somebody called Fire Phoenix on Twitter, and they say, are you more excited for 1.9 or TU30? So, 1.9, if you don't know, is the next Minecraft PC update, TU30, the next Minecraft console big update. And, to be honest, it's kind of a hard one to say, but I think, because I play more Minecraft console, TU30 kind of wins out there, but also because 1.9 has a lot of changes that are going to be tricky to adapt to, like, learning how to dual wield, learning that, golden apples have been nerfed, learning all, the new combat system, just learning all these different things are going to be really tricky, whereas TU30, it's stuff I kind of already know, and it's also just stuff that's really easy to adapt to, like, new biomes is just going to be really, really pleasant to look at, all the other things they might bring, hopefully it's going to be the same if they are from a PC, and yeah, I'm more excited for TU30, I think, in that regard at the very least. And also, again, because I play Minecraft console, I have a Minecraft console channel, I think definitely that's probably going to have to get some more excitement points for that too. So, let's move into the next question, which comes in from MCChamp12, who asks at IBX Toycat, will the two next potions come out in the next big update, aka TU30? So, right now the PC does have, and also the Pocket Edition now, have two potions that we do not have in the console. That is the Potion of Water Breathing and the Potion of Leaping. So, the Potion of Water Breathing is very, very likely, as long as new fishing comes along. I'd say it's all but guaranteed at that point. However, the Potion of Leaping isn't quite so sure. And the reason behind this is that to have the Potion of Leaping, you need to have the rabbit, to have the rabbit's foot to make it. And because the rabbit is its whole own mob with its whole own set of logic, its whole own, set of things to work out with, I think there's, slightly a lower chance of the Potion of Leaping coming, but I think the Potion of Water Breathing is very likely, and maybe just because they're on it, they might make the Potion of Leaping a creative thing only. But yeah, that would be my opinion on it, and that's the answer to your question right there. So, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from MLGP Shooter, with lots of letters instead, lots of numbers instead of letters there, and he asks, or she asks, now that biomes are confirmed, do you think that sea temples are coming too? Hashtag Q&A. So, by sea temples, I assume he means ocean monuments, or ocean temples, or water temples, whatever you want to call them, but those things down there with the guardians in them. I would say, so this is pure speculation here, but the way I imagine the way they'd want to do things is, once you add one thing that's going to change the entire world engine, because on the, the last-gen consoles in particular, once you have a world and you've explored it, you can't get new things without starting a new world. So, I imagine they don't want you to start a new world that often, they want to try and bundle these things together. So, if I was them, I would combine all the world-changing things you can only get with a new world, so stuff like new biomes, stuff like the water temple, and stuff like, granite, andesite, diorite, all those, new blocks you can find underground. I'd put them all in the same update, so you only have to change your world once. You don't have to change your world for TU30, then again for TU34, then again for TU38. That would be terrible in my opinion, and I assume they'll see that same train of logic. But, you never can tell quite, but that would be my set of logic, and I imagine for those reasons, we'll probably see those three things come together. But that's just my opinion, of course. Let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Dan Vink, who asks, why are there no snapshots on the console edition? So, basically, right on the PC, if you don't know, the snapshots we're referring to are every single week we get kind of what the PC developers are working on, whatever they've done the past week, we get to experience it, we get to play test it, do all these things. That's possible on the PC for a few reasons. First of all, the Minecraft PC team are actually developing brand new features all the time because they're the most ahead version of Minecraft right now. So, it's kind of cool to show off that stuff. Second of all, because they are on PC, they can just make that stuff happen, and then if they need to bug fix it, an hour later they can have that. Whereas on the console, there's a week between when they, finish writing the code and between when we get it. That's at the very least too. Usually, Microsoft certification's about 10 days. Sony can be a lot longer too. So, 1 week to 2 weeks between when they finish the code and when we get it. And imagine they have a snapshot that's just awful and terrible. Because there's no way to switch between that and the regular version of the game, you're stuck with a terrible snapshot for 2 weeks that doesn't really do too much. So, because they're older features anyway that you can just try on the PC, the snapshot system on console just wouldn't work for so many different reasons. Because the console, kind of the way the whole platform works just isn't really built for snapshotty style stuff. So, hopefully that was a good answer to your question. I'm sorry if it wasn't the answer you wanted to hear. But let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Shoot to Kill YT Studios, who asks, Toycat, will we ever be getting new enchantments for armor and tools? By the way, you're awesome. Thank you very much, by the way. Also, someone said, dude, you forgot hashtag Q&A. You don't need to do hashtag Q&A, and I mentioned it so many times that I think at this point, it's a subtle troll from the comments to be like, haha, we'll get him with that. But yeah, will they be bringing new enchantments for the armor and tools? In the current updates on PC, so even with the 1.9 snapshots we've seen, there has not been any new enchantments, so we probably won't get our own ones, but in the 1.9 update, I imagine we'll probably see some new ones. If I had to guess, I'd say because they're trying to rebalance armor, they might want to make, leather armor cool again. Let's say there's leather armor exclusive enchantments, like that make your footsteps quiet on your boots, or that make you blend in more, like it makes it 50% transparent. Stuff like that would be really cool. I think there is a lot of possibilities of armor enchantments, and with weapon enchantments, there's probably going to be something. But right now, the next update is, I would say, basically 100% not coming. So, sorry about that one, if you were really excited about that. But let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Khalid Taya, I hope I got that right, who says, hashtag Q&A, do you do YouTube for a living? So I think I mentioned this once or twice when I started back in June, but I do currently do YouTube full time. Back when I finished my college course, I figured let's try and let's go for it on this YouTube thing, and that's why I've been doing 2 videos a day. And it's been just about working out for me. So thank you very much to everyone who does watch these videos or like some stuff on a daily basis. I've always wanted to work with video games, and my last job was kind of like on the side of them. It's so crazy that I literally get to work with Minecraft every single day, which is a game I love, and it's made possible by all of you, so thank you very much. You make literally one of my dreams in life possible, and I just figured I'd, kind of update on that one. So let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Toxic Eye Games and Movies, and they ask, on Xbox 360, I can't name my dogs and cats. So every time an update comes out, people think that it's a bug, that they can't name their dogs or their creepers or their their whatever animal here, and the reason for this is that not that the name tags are broken, it's usually what the issue is if you go to your options of the console, if you go to gamer tags, turn those on. So a lot of people turn those off for mini games, hide and seek, stuff like that. What you want to do is you want to make sure those are turned on, because for some reason name tags are grouped in with gamer tags or PSN IDs, and therefore you want to make sure that's on, or you won't be able to see them. So it should say like and name tags in the settings, but it doesn't, and it's just a useful little tip to know. And yeah, make sure you turn that on. It's not just a glitch; it's probably that you've missed a setting. So with that said, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Lloyd Irving, who asks, when are command blocks coming? I've been waiting for so long. So to answer this question directly, basically command blocks are in the game files right now, but they're probably not coming for a while, because of the fact that, the update they were meant to come in, 1.4, that came quite a while ago. We're now working on 1.7 and 1.8. But the thing is, to have the command block work the same way it does in PC, you'd have to manually type in there with a thing, and the tutorial for that would be so complex. Basically, commands can't work in their current form on console. However, a feature that's been hinted quite a bit for the PC is a GUI, a graphical user interface. So instead of having to type in /set spawn 664422, you'd be able to, for instance, just go to the set spawn menu and then click on a map or something and just make things a lot easier. When that comes to the PC, I imagine they'll snap it up immediately and use it for command blocks on console. Until then, however, the command block is almost functional. They removed all the commands, but they can't make it work because it just doesn't make sense for console users to have to type in stuff to a command block. So they did switch their minds of the book and quill, but whether or not they do the same with the command block is a questionable one to see. So let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Rez K, who asks, when will 4J introduce left hand in Minecraft? So this is one. This is a feature in the 1.9 snapshots we've seen so far, but it almost will definitely not be in the next update. Maybe not in the one after that, because right now it's still just in snapshot version of PC. So that means even the version you've seen and played around with, that's not the final version. There's still plenty more versions they're going to make for the end one. They might even remove it, and there's no point 4J working on it until it's entirely finalized. And when the 1.9 update comes out, maybe they'll start to think about it. But since 1.9 isn't even the update they're targeting, and it's not even finalized yet, the left hand is very unlikely for the next soon in the future of the Minecraft console. So sorry if you didn't want to hear that, but let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Huckleberry Flynn, who asks, hashtag Q&A, if you could add any hostile mob to Minecraft, what would it be? Personally, I want alligators. They would be hostile in the water, and you could hop over them Frogger style. I think that would be pretty cool, because you think about the, lily pads and, having lily pads to crocodiles to lily pads and stuff. I'd like that quite a bit, but the mob I would personally choose is a Probably a polar bear or just like a frosty bear, some form of bear for the cold tiger biome. Because right now, it has no exclusive mobs. It's just kind of a desolate, boring place. But if there's a rare chance you'll find a bear there, not only will you go there to hunt the bear sometimes, but you'll be terrified of that bear when you don't have any armor. Like, oh god, there's going to be a bear attacking me. And you could also make it have a cool drop, like, bear fat that you can put in a furnace and it lasts pretty long. I like the idea quite a bit, and that's why I definitely think we should have hostile bears in the forest. So that's my idea. Let me know what yours is in the comments down below. Also, let me know your questions for next week's Q&A. Again, usually about the updates, but personal stuff is fine too. And I hope you all did enjoy the video. Please do like it if you did like it, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.